Welcome back to NHL Now. You hear the music. You know what it means.
Yes.
That can only mean one thing.
For Bag O Pucks.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bag O
That's
Pucks.
it. I've become so accustomed to that musical score that accompanies the Bag O Pucks.
So much. I just really love it.
You do love it.
Okay, so here's how it works if you've never seen it before. We've got a bag of pucks.
Yes, we do.
And I'm going to reach in, pull one out, and there will be a name on there. You'll tell me where you think this player will end up when the trade deadline passes, okay?
Okay.
Ready?
All right, let's go.
Do you follow? Do you follow?
Notice the
You
table.
looked a little confused.
Yeah.
The table is
Are
like...
you clear on the rules?
I'm easily confused.
Puck comes out, name,
and then we discuss.
destination for that
Yeah,
player.
we discuss.
Are you ready?
It's coming together.
All right, what do you got? Nick Jensen.
Nick Jensen, okay. That'd be good.
All right.
To talk about Nick Jensen.
Well,
we know he's a defender.
Defenseman,
We know
right-shot
he's
defenseman.
a right-handed defender.
And he can skate.
So as I put this together in my head, I'm going, well, wait a minute. The Toronto Maple Leafs. They've got 5 left-handed defenders, but they've only got 1 right-handed defender. Perhaps Nick Jensen is a fit for the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's what I'm saying. That's what I think Mr. Dubas up in Toronto might be considering.
That
Maybe
makes
a little
some
compliment there.
That makes some sense.
You'd like to have that guy that's on his natural side.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And he's an under-the-radar guy. I think he's a player that you will not have to pay extreme amount to get. He's in the final months of his contract. He could be UFA, so he can be a rental. I think that's a spot for him. I think there are probably a number of teams in the Western Conference. He's one of those guys, for me, defenseman. That old saying I learned from Bob Gainey years ago when I was living down in Dallas. You never have enough defensemen, certainly when it comes to playoffs. So he'd be one of those guys, I think, for the Detroit Red Wings rebuilding. They'll move him. They'll get something in return. But I think a number of teams are going to be interested in him.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Next.
Here we go.
All right.
Oh, the music stops.
No,
It's good. I think it adds to the drama when the music stays, for what it's worth. When
Chris Kreider.
Chris Kreider. Wow.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's, well,
Started on Chris Kreider.
I think this. I think at the end of the day, he's not getting traded.
You don't think he moves?
I think he's got 1 more year on a contract. I think that he's been part of this Ranger organization and still, I think, fits in as part of their continuing rebuild. So I don't think he moves. I don't know if the Rangers could get the significant assets in return. Remember last year they traded Ryan McDonagh in a similar situation, 1 more year on his contract, but he was a defenseman, and I think there was more to be had there. I don't think they could get quite the number of assets in return for Kreider that would make it worth their while. So I say stays put.
Don't disagree with you, but listen, that's a qualifier we could add to just about every player we talk about. The deal has to make sense for the acquiring team. Let's just say it makes sense for the acquiring team. I'm looking somewhere out west that wants to bolster the offense a little bit. Here's a guy that's, 24 goals on this campaign. He's been a proven producer over the course of his career.
Great speed.
I'll tell you what, Dallas could use some help in that respect.
That's not a
Dallas is a team that could use that help right now as they try to stay above the line for the top 8, and once the postseason rolls around.
I agree with you there, but if I'm Jeff Gorton, I want second pick, prospect, maybe a B prospect. I want a package of things. I just don't know for a winger. I don't know if you can get. Whereas with a McDonagh
if you're Dallas,
defense, you get it.
You're probably compromising the future a little bit, but you get.
They're going to do something.
You get a lot of bang. You get a lot of bang if you acquire
and that's what they
Kreider.
could use. That's for sure.
So there you go. We're $2 into it, and it's been like 10 minutes of television.
Yeah, that's
been a while.
Seems longer. But, all right, let's go.
Listen,
let's move it along here.
The table is tall, so I had to move the bag because I just couldn't really reach.
Yeah,
yesterday was fun. Yesterday was fun because we got to pick.
Sure.
We got to pick.
Yeah, Stu got to pick one out.
You run it. You run it.
Okay. How about Jimmy Howard?
Jimmy Howard. Okay.
By the way, the Red Wings just gave him his teammates gave him a big gift today. They gave him, it was like one of those Sea-Doos or something that, I think he's played 500 games. Anyway, I digress.
Okay.
Who needs a goalie?
And as we sit here and consider, I'm going to throw out 2 options. I'm going to throw out 2 things.
Give me 2 options.
There's a lot of noise being made about, lot of noise being made about Calgary, and have they figured out their goaltending situation?
We had the coach on yesterday.
So that would be, to me, a soft candidate. Maybe they go out and get a Jimmy Howard. This guy's a proven number 1.
Okay.
He's fairly consistent in that respect. You solidify things. I don't know. That upsets the cart this time of year.
Yeah.
There's something going on in the Eastern Conference involving Bobrovsky. Is he pulled out of Columbus? Yeah. If he is, what a great way to supplement what you've lost in Bobrovsky by bringing in a Jimmy Howard. now you never really compromised this position you're in. You're part of the top 8 in the eastern side, and you've still got a #1 goaltender, and you've gotten rid of your Bobrovsky problem. So for me, Columbus might make the most sense if they're able to orchestrate, that multifaceted transaction.
If they were to move Bobrovsky, and I still don't think they will, but if they do, maybe it is a 3-way deal where, Jimmy, that's the one that does make a lot of sense, because if Columbus moves Bobrovsky, they have to get somebody in there, a veteran guy, and this is the guy right here, clearly to me.
And that is the one situation in the NHL where, as you said, Stu, it will not upset the cart, because they know that Bobrovsky is leaving anyways. So they're not going to be like, oh, why would you disrupt the team, to bring in a new goaltender? Whereas Calgary, I think that team might be a little upset if they were to make a move.
I do agree with that. However, the Bobrovsky thing, there's a couple of 3 dominoes to pull together there. You've got more moving pieces to make that all fit together.
All right, time for another puck.
All right, what do you got?
Let's do it. It's getting more enjoyable. I think we're warming up to this.
I don't really think so.
You didn't like it?
I didn't really think so, but...
Okay. How about Eric Staal?
Ooh.
That's an interesting one.
That's going to be really interesting because, in Minnesota, I know Bruce Boudreau, after the game last night, he got out of there early because he didn't want to get himself into hot water. He's one of these guys, he's a competitor. It's killing him to lose right now. He's got big injuries too, right? Yeah. He's got Koivu out.
That
Dumba out.
Injury was
and
big.
The GM, who's the first-year GM there, right? He didn't hire Bruce, and he's of the mind. The owners told him, listen, do what you have to do. Big picture to make us better. If you feel like you have to move guys, and Eric's at the end of his contract there, a big centerman. I know in Winnipeg, a left shot center, Eric Staal. Now it's same division. It's a rival, but he's a rental. He's a rental.
That's an uphill. That's an uphill bet.
But if there's somebody you can get back in return, if you're Mini, to help you, and Eric Staal would be, I think, a left shot center, good size, experience. He's won a Stanley Cup. And who did he play for in Carolina for a while?
Didn't he?
Paul Maurice, who's also coaching Winnipeg right now. So if the Jets would be willing to give something significant in return, maybe it's a deal that could happen.
Add this to your thinking. I will. Well, qualifier, the deal's got to be right, of course. It would take some gerrymandering on Don Sweeney's part. Let me ask you this question. How would Boston look with an Eric Staal as a third-line center heading into the postseason?
Too much.
I like the way they look.
I don't.
I like the way they look stacked up that way down.
Why do you disagree?
Well, you know why I disagree?
On your face, you know why I disagree? You like that and you wish you thought of it.
When the Rangers acquired Eric Staal a couple of years ago, they had a similar situation, and it didn't work for Eric Staal. You could see he's playing nearly 18 minutes a game there with Minnesota, and probably some nights he plays more. I think Eric Staal has been a workhorse all his career. I just don't see him behind Krejci and Bergeron being successful in that role.
Only so many opportunities a guy gets over the course of his career. Here's another opportunity for Eric Staal to go on a good, long, deep run.
But you don't think,
at this stage
he
career,
could go on a good run with Winnipeg?